Hey friends, Eric Harrison, and spoiler alert right off the top, the most important picture that you need to develop right now is your mindset. Why is this important? Whether you're watching this video when I recorded it at the beginning of a new year, you're in the middle, or somewhere in between, I'm going to give you the 3 tips that will help put you in the right mindset to take on whatever you're facing right now, whatever opportunities and whatever struggles, because this is so important, because your mental input, what you choose to think about, determines everything about how you live your life. So let's jump in and let me share these 3 tips with you now. So before I jump into my 3 tips, let me just thank you for watching this video. I want to very quickly tell you that each and every video on my channel is intended to give you aims, attitudes, and actions that you can take each and every day to become the best version of yourself, to achieve all your goals and dreams. I'm not here to sell products or sell courses. I'm here to help you become the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. So do me a favor and subscribe now so you don't miss out on any of the videos. And please go check out my channel. I've got dozens of videos that will do exactly what I intend to do. And that is just to help impact you each and every week with each and every video and give you tips and tools that you can take in order to be the best version of you. Okay, so let's jump in to my 3 tips about how to change your mindset. Now, the first thing we have to do is we have to identify what lies are you believing, because so much of, if you're like me, so much of what you are controlled by is the voice in your head that may be telling you things that simply aren't true, that, is causing you fear, causing you inaction because of these lies that you're being told. Now, if you're like me and you believe that we have an enemy whose sole job is just to feed us full of deception and lies, then you have to recognize this. That voice in your head that you hear that says, you're not good enough, you're not old enough, you're not young enough, you're not whatever. Those are lies straight from the enemy of your soul that is trying to tell you that you're not good enough or you can't do what you want to do. And you have to recognize that and identify that and get ready to overcome it. I have a good friend, Danica, who wrote a book called The L Factor, and exposing your identity to really figure out who you are and who you're supposed to be. There's a link in the show notes. I would love for you to go grab her ebook that's available on Amazon. It does a great job of really helping you identify the lies that you've been telling yourself, maybe for your whole life, and help you to get to that healthy place where you can achieve your goals and objectives. The other thing I would say about lies is lies become exposed when they are put in the light of the truth. So you have to tell yourself the truth. You have to recognize what is true and who you are and where you are because of what you've done. So expose those lies to the truth. Identify the lies you're telling yourself, and you'll be ready then to switch your mindset. And that leads right into the second tip that I want to give you today. What are you feeding your mind? Let me say that again, because this is really important. What are you feeding your mind? You have to choose your input and choose what you allow into your mind. Your mind is an incredible tool, an incredible thing that you possess, and it broadens your possibilities for the future if you're putting the right input into your mind. Now, likewise, if you're putting the wrong thing into your mind, you're going to reap the consequences of that. So I want to encourage you to really take time and evaluate what are you allowing yourself to put into your mind? What are those inputs that you're reading, listening to, hearing, watching every day? And how is that building your possibilities for the future? Okay, so the second thing that I want to tell you about this is what you feed your mind determines your appetite. Now think about that. You can relate it to food, okay? If you feed yourself good food, you feel better. You feel more energized. You feel healthier. You want to keep going down that road. That positive momentum just builds on itself. And if you feed yourself the good stuff, you're going to want even more good stuff. And you're going to have more good stuff to give to other people. Likewise, if you feed your mind junk, and listen, who doesn't love, we just came through the holidays, and we all love to eat food that tastes good. But if we do that all the time, we're going to end up as junk. We are the product of what we put into our mind, whether it's physical food or mental food. So again, I want to encourage you to evaluate and change what you're feeding your mind. And finally, on this topic, I want you to learn how to train your brain, okay? Train your brain. Now, there's a lot of people that are way smarter than I am that have all kinds of things that you can do research on how to do this, but simply I want to tell you just a couple of tips that I use. Number one is meditation. I really believe that meditation can help you release that stress, release those thoughts, those feelings that will help you put you in the right state of mind, okay? And then the other thing is affirmations. And I believe this is so important. I do a daily affirmation each and every day. And yeah, when you first start, it feels a little funny to look at yourself and tell yourself that you're a responsible, committed, teachable person and you're able to do things and all the reasons why you want to become the person of your dreams. And it's a little funny, but I promise you, somehow that triggers something in your brain that then impacts the way you act as you go through each and every day. So what are you feeding your mind? So important. Really spend some time thinking about that. And finally, here's what I want you to think about is the sequence of successful change. Because I believe that you're watching this, you're part of my audience because you do want to change. You want to become that person that you desire to be. So here is a sequence of successful change. This is from my friend Tom Ziegler. And the first thing you have to have is you have to have hope, okay? Because with hope, you have the power to make things better, okay? You have that in your mind, in your heart, that I can and I will make things better, and that starts with hope. The second thing is optimism, okay? You have to be optimistic. You have to realize that you can become the person you want to be, all right? Just the same way negativity shuts down your options. But when you think positively, suddenly all of these opportunities, all of these ideas, all of these things that you can do come into focus. So you have to have optimism. The next thing is creativity. Now, we are all creative beings. You are a creative being. You have the opportunity to determine your future. You can create the future that you want. And I can't encourage you strongly enough to really think about and identify your big why. Because when you create your why, you know, the reason that you do, you know, the compelling thing that's going to help you to get up and start every day, and that's going to capture your heart and won't let you stop until you get there. So be creative and figure out what your why is, and you will become unstoppable. And finally, habits, okay? What are the habits? Once you've identified the why, okay, what habits do you need to develop in order to become the who that you need to be to accomplish your why? you will be amazed at the transformation you're able to make within yourself if you will focus on this sequence of successful change. Now, I really hope you got value out of this. If you did, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button for me, would you? If you'd like to comment below, I'd love to know, question of the day, what do you need to do to start developing your mindset? What is the one thing that you can do today? Because nothing changes until you make the change. Nothing begins until you begin. So you've got to start somewhere. What's the one thing that you're going to do today that is going to change the picture, that is going to develop your mindset so that you can live the life that you want to live? That is what my desire is for you. I thank you for watching this video. Thank you for tuning in. And I again invite you to check out all the videos on my site, because they are solely intended to give you aims, attitudes, and actions that you can take today to become a better person tomorrow. God bless you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon in another video.